We're right back on track. So next up is Ken from BlackBerry to describe why BlackBerry loves the web.
All right, thanks everybody. You always want to be memorable when you come to places like this and talk. Having technical difficulties is not the way to do that. So hopefully you learned something from me. So now I brought up the guest speaker, Michael Brooks. No? Okay. BlackBerry Loves the Web. So we're here to talk a little bit about what we've been doing with Apache Cordova, but most importantly, what BlackBerry's been doing in general in the web space. How many people have used BlackBerrys in the past? Any BlackBerry, any version? All right, how many of you have been burned by the browser on BlackBerry? You know, I guess I'll talk for that. As of BlackBerry 6, things got a lot better, and as of BlackBerry 10, we are at the top. Oh, wrong way. First time with the reveal. HTML5 test. So we are, in terms of shipping browsers and mobile, the highest scoring specification, HTML5 specification compliant browser. Yes. And I think in some ways, HTML5 test is great. In some ways, I think Ringmark is becoming more important. How many people have heard of Ringmark? Yes. Awesome. I think Ringmark is becoming even more valuable because it actually takes into account sort of what you'd be using technologies to create real-world use cases. Providing sets of APIs that has 3 rings, 0, 1, and 2, and the sort of sets of increasing functionality that give you more power in what you're trying to build. And they go deeply into what these APIs are actually doing rather than just seeing if they exist. We were the first mobile browser to have a complete Ring 1 score with Ringmark as well. And we've really provided a lot of great leading-edge HTML5 capabilities in our BlackBerry 10 browser, including Get User Media, which is sort of the foundation API for WebRTC. WebGL, we were the first mobile vendor with our playbook to have WebGL support. And we have IndexedDB and on and on and on. So we really put a lot of focus in the web platform for BlackBerry 10 and making sure this is a strong platform for developers as well as ourselves. So we didn't want to just build it for you, we wanted to make sure that we were eating our own dog food. The actual browser application on BlackBerry 10 is built in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yes, this is like a key application for any mobile device, is the browser, and we built it in our web platform. It really shows how stable, how performant our web platform is, and this is the exact same platform that we expose to you guys to build your applications. We also provide a very strong tooling environment for our developers as well. We are also the first mobile vendor with a playbook to expose Remote Web Inspector to you as developers. So you can package your application or have your web content in the browser, turn on Web Inspector, connect to any web-based browser to your device, and actually debug in real time against hardware to ensure that it's performing the way you want. Element inspection, timeline, profiling, JavaScript debugging, it's all there. But we're here to talk about PhoneGap and Cordova. And BlackBerry has really been part of this group since the beginning. We've been contributing into Cordova. We have committers on the project. BlackBerry 10 is a core platform for the project. And we've been supported in Cordova since 2.3, and we completely rebuilt it in 2.8 as well. And we exposed BlackBerry-specific plugins to you as developers, so we obviously support all the core APIs. We have plugins for things like BlackBerry Messenger integration, payment services, all the other stuff that you'd expect from a native environment is available to you as a web developer as well. And we're actively working on 3.0 and ensuring that we're compliant with the new command line interface and plugin and all the great stuff coming in 3.0, which I'm sure you're going to hear a lot about today. If you're looking for BlackBerry-specific plugins that are hosted in GitHub, another thing that long-time or legacy BlackBerry users kind of knew in terms of development environment, we weren't very open. That also changed with BlackBerry 10 in the last year or two. We have, I think, over 100 repositories in public GitHub now with code. Our WebWorks platform is completely open source. go check it out, and that's where you can get all of our Cordova-specific plugins at github.com/BlackBerry. But what I really wanted to talk a little bit about is not so much what you can do today, but what we should be thinking about moving forward. And I think Joe stole a bit of my thunder in his speech today, but really we're starting to talk about mobile computing. It's not the phone and the tablet anymore. We really need to be thinking about what is the Internet of Things and how that's going to work, and how are these things going to plug together, and what the opportunities are. And the opportunities for Apache Cordova as well. Many new industries or existing industries are looking at HTML5 as the basis for their platform, and they're really also looking to understand how they engage with developers. Mobile companies have been at the forefront of that, obviously engaging with developers, getting people to create apps. People like medical and automotive are trying to figure out how to tap into these markets as well, and I think this is going to be a very important aspect of what Cordova can do to help these industries and to help this community to get into these industries. If anybody is familiar with Kunix Car, that was the company we purchased from Ottawa, Ontario, about 2-3 years ago, and is the basis for BlackBerry 10. But it's been around for 20-25 years. It powers components of the space shuttle, it's in nuclear power plants, and about 70% of the infotainment systems out there today run Kunix Car. And that's the same basis of what BlackBerry 10 is running. We showed at BlackBerry Live, our conference in May, a concept Bentley card, and we pulled that on stage, and we showed the center stack that we replaced there, running Kunix Car, which is an HTML5 platform. We showed a BBM video call from the car console to a BlackBerry 10 device in backstage at the conference. So you can start to think of all the opportunities. If you've got different access points, like really your phone, your tablet, your car, it's an access point to your data and to everything that means something to you. And there needs to be ways to integrate that and access it with things like applications. And so we're actually looking at how we can take this further within Apache Cordova. And we're starting to look at how we can bring Kunix Car, which is our HTML5-based platform for cars, into Apache Cordova as a supported platform. You've got an app, you want to build it for mobiles, why not build it for the car? There's a lot of things that we're going to have to understand that these industries have different requirements. So in the car, there are a lot of regulatory issues, so you don't want to do that BBM video while you're driving. But if it's in park and you stop moving, why not, right? These are things you're going to have to worry about as developers, but we're going to help you through that. That's really what I wanted to talk to you about, is really opening your minds going forward that it's not the phone and the tablet anymore. We're seeing with PCs are dwindling because phones and tablets are taking over. It's not so much what's the next platform, but how does that platform fit into your ecosystem and your access to the things that matter to you? I think there's a lot of opportunity for Apache Cordova to lead this space from the developer perspective. So we've got a sign out there. That's about all we got. We've got t-shirts at the back, but they're going to go quick, I think. Come talk to us. We can show you BlackBerry 10, and we can start talking a little bit about where we're going with Apache Cordova. Thank you.